Good afternoon, student. Today we will discuss the chapter that is living organisms and their surrounding, in which we have already discussed their characteristics. The few characteristics still left, which are the process. Let's guess which still left. That is the process by which living organisms produce a new member of their species is called reproduction. So, what do you mean by reproduction? The reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce new member of their species is called reproduction. Plants also reproduce to give new plants, like animal plants also have a different modes of reproduction. Some common methods of reproduction in the plants are given below. The first one is many plants reproduce through the seed. When the seed is sown in the most soil, the seeds germinate and grow into new plants. Most of the common crops plants such as wheat, corn, paddy. Some plants reproduce through the tuber. A tuber, what do you mean by tuber? A tuber is a thickened underground stem of the plant which is swollen within with the stored food. Potato is an stem tuber. Potato stem tuber has a many buds on it. So if I'm talking about like potato, when you keep, you can easily observe in your home when you keep potato for few months, you can easily observe that some stems or buds come out from there. So that is also a mode of reproduction. So you can also see in this picture that human beings reproduce by giving birth to babies. A chicken hatches from the egg of hen. Or we can see how can we reproduce by cutting of the plants. For example, if when you cut the stem of the plant and cutted plant is put into the soil and give water or fertilizer, chemical fertilizer on it, and you can see that these plants can also grow. So some plants reproduce by cutting a small part of a plant which is removed by making a cut with a sharp knife is called cutting, or maybe piece of some roots or even leaves. Reproduction is exchanged for the survival of a piece on this earth. All living things can reproduce, but not all living things can not reproduce. So the last topic still which we have left, that is living things have a definite lifespan. So all living things start their life when they are born as a baby or hatch from egg or grow from the seed. These living things grow into adults, remain alive for a certain time and finally die. It means that all living things have a definite lifespan. For example, if I'm talking about a human, so a human has an average lifespan of 60 to 70 years. This means that the average duration of a life of a man on this earth is 60 to 70 years. The lifespan of tortoise is more than 100 years, so we can conclude that all living things have a definite lifespan and ultimately they're gonna die. So the last topic of this first part of this chapter is we have to differentiate between the living things and non-living things. The first one is living things need food, air, water, they grow, they can move from one place to another, they respond to stimuli, they reproduce themselves, they release their energy, living things can excrete the waste material. Living things have a definite lifespan. So in the same way, we can also differentiate non-living things. They do not need air, water, food. They do not grow. They do not move from one place to another. They do not respond to stimuli. They are not sensitive. They do not reproduce. They do not respire. They do not excrete. And non-living things exist forever. So for today only, thank you so much. We will continue in the next class.